My name is Castle Vlogs, and today we are going to be talking about Deji's girlfriend, or I think it's his ex-girlfriend. Rather, she's the R word or not, the big R word. You guys know what I'm talking about. Is she aces? Alright. As you guys know, I try to keep this monetized so I can't say certain words too many times. We're going to say aces. You guys know, put an R in front of it, you can know what you're getting, alright? So we're going to analyze this video together and see if she's actually the R word or not, man. Personally, I don't believe that she is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have seen this footage and I have some pretty good key points on why she isn't. But if you haven't seen the video, there's a good chance that, you know, you can kind of watch yourself and make your own assessment as I make my own assessment as well. But before we get into this and find out, is she the R word? How this whole thing started? Why is this happening? Make sure you guys subscribe and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, we're gonna be getting into this and finding out is Deji's girlfriend. Cause she doesn't have a name apparently, it's just Deji's girlfriend. That's her name. Her name is Deji's girlfriend apparently. Cause if you Google this, you search this up, she has no name, alright? Is Deji's girlfriend the R word? Let's find out right now.
Maniac for that trap street.
That fat ass nose gotta go too.
Fat ass nose? Yeah. Fat ass nose. I mean, you're black. You're black. You're literally black.
Yo. So this whole thing started because the black dude said that fat A nose, right? So I think it just goes to like the irony of it, right? I think it's just the irony of it. So the black guy, right? Who most black people have larger noses. That's not like a racial term or anything like that. It's just facts. We have wider noses because we come from hotter climates. There's a reason for it. I'm gonna explain that in a second. But the irony is that the black man says you have a fat nose, right? That's like a white person telling a black person, right? Your thin lips is like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This isn't racial stuff, this is biology. White people have thinner lips because they're in colder climates, you know? If you have big lips in cold climates, well, that's a blood supply, right? It's a problem. Biologically, it doesn't make any sense. The same way when you're in hotter climates, you know, like Africa, you need a wider nose. Black people's noses are wider so they can get more air in. You guys get what I'm saying? And white people's noses are more pointier so they can get less air in. It's biology, right? Even the way black people's hair is made is to keep them cool in the heat. White people have long hair that goes down like hers to keep them warm in the cold, man. It's biology. So the irony is that the black guy says, oh, you got a big nose. And then it's like, well, come on, man. How you gonna talk about big noses and you're black? I think that's the whole thing she's going off of this. She obviously is insecure because something so simple triggered her. She got triggered really hard. But you guys have to understand from her point of view is like the irony, right? It's the irony. It's like the white chick with the flat booty talking about somebody having a flat booty. You can't say somebody has something when you have something yourself, you know? And then make sure this is clear. It doesn't mean that white people can't have big noses. Look at Triple H. The dude has a gigantic nose, you know? But it's in different ways, you know? If you're white, your nose goes outward, right? And if you're black, your nose goes this way. And like, again, it's biology. Our noses are like this because we're supposed to be in a hot climate, man. This is why I need to go to Texas, is because I don't belong in this cold weather, dude. I don't. I can sit in the sauna all day. When it's cold, 30 degrees, I'm done. But let's get back to it and see what the rest are talking about, guys.
We can't. Alright. We gotta chill because we can't. The chat's getting way too toxic and like we can't.
I'm
sorry that you have a black skin color. It was not a roast. It was a roast, dude.
Okay, now she's just doing this. Okay, so this is something that I do too. Like on Mortal Kombat, if you guys look at some of my clips, the best way to trigger a black person to say, I'm sorry that you're black. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what it is about the majority of black people, but once you start being like, you're black, you could be black doing this yourself, they get so angry. And I kid you not, it works. Look at some of my old videos on my channel, Casco X0, dude. These people would know that I'm black, right? Because I have a picture of myself on my PSN and still get triggered the same way this person's getting triggered. And they'll just be like, you're the R word. They just go off. This is the best way to get black people angry. So I think that she's just doing this, right? To really get under this black dude's skin because she's angry that she probably thinks she looks good or whatever. Maybe she's insecure and she's like appalled by what he has to say. So obviously she's doing this because how do you get a black person mad? Just say, I'm sorry that you're black, and then they'll just go off, man. I'm telling you, it works.
A black skin color, it was not a roast. It was a roast. Yeah, no, but he's saying to me, I don't need to hear that I'm black. I'm sorry you have a black skin color. Oh my god.
What about when my calf got dragged up and you said, thank God a white man? What
Yeah,
about
because
that?
it was two black guys. That was two black guys. It was just a joke, dude.
Alright guys, so this is going to be her apology here, but I do want to kind of bring to light that you have two big headers hidden here, right? You have the poo me black guy, right? And then you have the female on this side, It's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. That's what we're doing right here. We're gonna see who wins this battle, but I think the black card does beat the female card. Because if you're female, you can't say any wrong, but if you're black, you can't say any wrong. But the guy has something against him. He is a man, he is a male black. So can that beat a female? But then there's something against her, she's white, right? Or at least she looks white, at least. So she has something against her, she's white, hate the white people, but she's a female that's white. But then at the same time, guys, he's black, but he's a man. He's a man, so there's something against him. So I'm very curious to see how this whole thing plays out. And all honesty, this is hilarious to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is just so much like stupidity. Who cares what she has to say, to be honest, dude? I don't mean that in a way where like her opinion doesn't matter. I just mean that we're not gonna talk about how the dude was talking about her nose, but of course it's not racial because the blacks, right? You guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to keep this monetized, man. It's really difficult to do so when there's so much stupidity to make fun of, man. But let's see what her apology is, dude. This whole thing is just stupidity.
I realized how many people I was hurting with what I said. I was being a bitch. I was being an absolute dick.
I just wanted to bring awareness to the fact that Dounia and I, were not.
Alright guys, so that was the shortest apology ever. I did see her apology personally, so I don't really need to watch it. But basically she's she just cries about, I didn't know I was hurting people, I'm a jerk, I'm a bad person, I'm not the N-word, it wasn't supposed to be taken that seriously, all that type of stuff, all the baby girl stuff, right? So basically she's doing that not to get canceled, not that she actually feels that way. And that's one of the problems about this whole thing when people don't want to get canceled, is that they'll apologize and not mean it and then never change their ways, right? So this doesn't fix anything, but it seems like the race card beat the feminist card. So we do know who wins in this battle, guys. We know that the race card is stronger and better than the feminine card, all right, guys? But what if it was a black female? Unstoppable force right there. No one can beat that, dude. I'm telling you guys, no one's beating that. They would just phase through each other. I kid you not. That's what happened, man. They would just phase through each other. It's like those mods on Grand Theft Auto when you see a train that cannot be stopped, right? Versus like a stop sign, something that cannot be moved, right? And what happens when you do that in those simulators, in those GTA simulator mods? They go right through each other. That's what happens. But apparently, she was more of a tank, right? She was more of a tank, and the black card is the train. You cannot stop the train from coming. When BLM comes and riots, you can't stop them, all right? They keep going. No one goes to jail. It was oppression, all right? That's what it was. But obviously, guys, I'm joking to a small extent here. But overall, do I think that she's the R word? No, I don't think that she's the R word. I think that she was appalled by the black man, saying, you got a big nose. It's like, are you kidding me here, And in comparison to her nose to the black dude's nose, I mean, it makes sense, right? But I think that's really what it's about. It's just the irony of it, and she was so taken off by it. And then she also was heavily offended, because maybe this chick thinks she looks good. Maybe she has a OnlyFans account. Maybe she, maybe she's used to people sucking up to her. And when the black dude didn't suck up to her, she was appalled by it. Females have these ego trips. You can't really say anything bad to a female when they're loose females. They're acting out. They're being, the H-O. You guys know what I'm talking about. Without the EU too, then you can't call them out on it. You have to praise them, and everything they do is good. So this is probably the first time she took criticism face to face towards the black guy. Now, did the black guy do anything wrong? Obviously, he did not. But at the end of the day, do I feel like she did anything wrong? Honestly, I don't. But I think that they're blowing this way out of proportion because of politics and because it's the black man. You know, you can't talk about the blacks. You know, the blacks are so fragile and weak. You know, they need assistance all the time. That's what this whole thing's about to me. But I really don't think that she's like that. I think that she knew exactly what to do to get him angry. Because how do you get a black person angry? You can talk about their mom. You can talk about their cats. You can talk about their kids. You can talk about whatever you want. But as soon as you like start saying, I'm sorry that you're black, start doing like pitying them because they're black, or say anything about their race, they get triggered. I don't know what it is, but she knows that and she took advantage of it, and it worked. But at the same time, you know, I think she let her own anger get the best of her. So I think that she's the R word? Obviously not, because she was dating Deji, which is Comedy Shorts Gamer. I think that she just was appalled by, probably from her perspective, some worthless black dude trying to say somebody's nose is big when he's black and his nose was big. That's what this whole thing's about. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that she is the R word? Do you think that, you know, biology matters, right? Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys enjoy the battle of the feminist versus the black? Let me know in the comments below. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, that's going to be it for the video. Remember, I'm not arrogant. I'm just confident. And thank you for watching.